built a lot of different kits so that you can build your own experiences using splats or especially world models for different engines. In this case, I will start with sharing the Unity kit with you, and Giannis will later start to share WebXR and the Unreal kit with you. And yes, why the Unity kit, or what does it do? So basically, it is a kit which brings word labs directly into Unity. Like you can see on the right side, you can generate your splats directly here from the world model and directly import them as well into Unity. It is quite a lot of work to bring splats usually into Unity because there's no officially supported solution for it right now, and most of the projects are quite not well maintained, for example. So we built this kit for bringing in word labs into Unity, but also to provide you an easy way of how to render splats inside of Unity and also on your XR device, for example. And yeah, there's some limitations, especially if you want to bring it on XR devices. Probably you can't use the big models provided by word labs, for example, with 2 million splats, but for XR, you can use, for example, 500,000 splat points exactly. And I would suggest to use this kit, especially if you want to have a lot of interactions, for example, on your Pico headset or something like that. If you have a lot of interactions and or want to use all the plugins and tools which are available in Unity. If you want to have really high quality, probably I would suggest you one of the other workflows that I will share with you later. And with that, I will jump directly into Unity to share with you the kit. So this is the GitHub project we just talked about, so you can find it on GitHub as well. Just since today, we also provided for a new Unity version, which is 6003.14f1. Please take care that you use these versions because they are already validated. And in this, at this point, I also want to say thank you to one of the SenseAI community members, which is Yinan, for providing this new update and being part of this project. So thank you very much. I would suggest you to really go through this step by step. Because sometime we saw that people at the hackathon forgot maybe one step and then get stuck somewhere, and then to get unstuck, it takes a bit of time. So first we would need a Word Labs API key, and that Word Labs API key we can find at the Word Labs API page. You can just create a new key yourself, can give it a name and copy it. I already did this step and skip that. And that you need to put into the plugin itself. So first you need to download the plugin for Unity, which I did here in the Windows pack and then package management in Unity. And here you can install packages from the Git URL. I just did that. And then you would have this plugin installed. If you installed this, you can see this Unity Word Labs integration here, and you can go to settings and open the env file. And that's exactly where you put your API key you downloaded from Word Labs here. After you did this, there's some graphic settings you need to do. For example, here you need to go to project settings, player, other settings, and graphics API to choose the correct API. For example, for Windows D3D12 or Vulkan, for Mac Metal, and if you want to develop for XR and mobile devices, Vulkan. So I would just share with you where you find that. That would be under project settings, player, other settings, and here is the graphics API I'm using. I'm already in an Android project because I want to build for XR, so I use Vulkan. The other setting you need to do is you need to choose the or change settings for the URP render configuration that you find under Assets and here under Settings, where you find the mobile renderer, and you see I already added the Gaussian Splat URP feature. Additional, you need to change here in the mobile RPR asset to use no depth texture, no HDR, and disable the anti-aliasing. And in the project settings under graphics, you need to activate the compatibility mode. So for that, you also just go to project settings, graphics, and scroll all the way down to compatibility mode. In near Unity versions, you need to activate this feature because it will not be long-term supported anymore by copying this string and paste it into the player settings here under scripting defined symbols like I did. And after that, this flag will be available. If you did all of that, you should be able here in World Labs to create a new world by just prompting something here or by using an image URL or image file on your computer. And you can create a lot of worlds here directly inside of Unity. You don't need to go each time to the World Labs webpage. In this case, I already created a lot of worlds, so I will just show you how to import these. You just click easily on Import, Gaussian Splat, and just choose one of the resolutions. I use 500,000 splats here, for example, and medium quality setting. That's how much you will compress it internally in Unity. And if everything of the settings before was right, you will be able to see this splat like this. And yeah, can use that for your experiences. Additional, you are able in the WordLabs Unity integration to also download the collision mesh by just clicking here on Import Collider Mesh. And then he will just copy it onto your system, and it will be available between the worlds you have here as a extra mesh file, as a GLB. You will not be, if you're not able to see this GLB file, you probably need to first install this GitHub, this Unity GLTF package for Unity. For that, you can just copy this GitHub URL and also just install it in Unity as a package using import from Git URL, and it will be available like here, Unity GLTF. And after that, you should be able to see the mesh and import it. I already did that in one of the example scenes here, which is this one, which we already know from the previous game example. And yes, I also added an XR origin and to test it, how it would perform on a XR device, for example, like the Pico Swan, which will come up soon. I just use this resources available on the Pico developer website. And you can use here different kits. We will have actually workshops about each of these kits tomorrow. So you should definitely join that session. But for us right now, we just use this Pico Unity SDK. And there's also an emulator available, which I have already running here by just starting it from my command line and have it running here. And in this emulator, you can basically emulate how your application would run on a device. So you can directly from Unity build to this emulator by just choosing the running emulator and build towards that. I did that in this case already for you, and this is what we now we have a bad start point, but this is what the experience would look like. So you can run through the room and yeah, build on top of that a lot of different adaptations. Exactly. One last thing I wanted to mention about the Tripo, which we already used, for example, in Image Blaster using Fall AI. You can also, for example, directly import resources from Tripo. If you build a 3D resources here, for example, I generated a golden key by just using a bridge here to Unity. They have a lot of different tools available, Unreal, etc. So you just install a plugin, which is downloaded, and you install it also just about the package manager by adding it here. Here's the Tripo bridge now. And if you did that, you have it here available as a tool, the Tripo bridge. And to connect it now, you just need to, on the website, activate, for example, Unity. And now it is connected. We can also double check it here. You can see the status is connected. And you can directly from Tripo now export every model directly into Unity, for example, and yeah, have a much easier workflow and optimized workflow to bring your resources into Unity. That's really exciting, actually. And if soon that is done, in 1 second. So I have a lot of things open here right now. Okay, I guess just my Unity. It's turning off now. Okay, this. Okay, as soon you do that, he will automatically add this asset into your scene, which is quite practical. Here now it is also matching my style already. And yeah, I can directly interact with that, use it in your experience, etc. So yeah, that's something we wanted to share with you. Also, Triple will provide credits to you on the hackathon. So that is a really exciting opportunity to bring high quality models to your experiences.